Boom, pencils down. That's it. No bullshit. No fucking around. Here we are. Pencils down, baby. Down. Fuck yeah. Another ramble. Rocking and rolling. Here we go. In the motherfucking... Can we just put it in the books? We did it.
It's already done, right? All right.
Ramble. We did it. Bye, everybody. 274. Look at that shit.
Already done.
When did they bury us?
3.
Look at
right after the first CPAC.
Yes, the first. And our very controversial statements were not met well. But then we
lost half our listeners after yesterday's Ramble Radio.
Yeah, we persevered.
I apologize for recording on a Monday. I flew back in from CPAC, and
I get it.
I was jet lagged and tired. I just,
You're one of those guys giving that big pop to old Teddy. You had to. It was part of it. It was part of it.
Yeah. No, I just was really excited that we finally got to hear his material.
Well, I saw your selfies with the golden statue, so that was cool.
That was awesome.
That was dope.
Man, how jealous were we, huh, Eddie? Man. God damn, I wanted to see that.
Big time. I would have fucked it.
Oh,
I would have fucked it right there.
Right there. They'd just been cum all over that fucking gold statue.
Would have fucked the shit out of that gold statue.
Just fuck the shit out of that thing, man. How could
right
you
in public,
not?
right in front of everybody.
And I love seeing Christians double down on not being okay with false idols. I love it.
Did you see them all with their hands on it, praying to it?
Like fucking yep, I love it. Yep, no false idols here, gang.
Oh, fuck. But you're right. Both sides are the same.
Both sides
exactly
are the same. They're just the same.
No difference.
They're both the same.
They're both the same. Both sides are exactly the same.
Come on, right down the middle.
Because we had a gold statue of Obama. We always
would pray to it. All the time. Oh, God, all the praying mileage I got at the Obama gold statue.
Identical.
Oh, fuck. Don't forget to email us. Ramble at theramblepod.com. We also have a Twitter at Podcast Ramble 1. We have an Instagram page at Podcast Ramble. We have a TeePublic store that we're probably going to get rid of at some point soon.
Sometime.
Better. But
the clock is ticking.
If you want to go get a shirt that'll fade after 2 washes, then go ahead.
Here's the thing. Just don't wash the shirt.
Yeah.
Just keep them dirty.
Simple thing.
Keep them fucking dirty.
You know what we don't have?
Uh-oh.
A sponsor.
No sponsor, baby.
Who?
So that
is it official?
Not yet. I don't know. I wish I knew. We might be plugging them motherfuckers next week. I have no idea. Once I hear back,
I'm not plugging them till we get a check.
That's what's up. Hey, by the way, we're still deadlocked at 120 5-star ratings because someone left iTunes. However, we have a new positive
Ted Cruz. It was Ted
review.
Cruz's account.
Ted Cruz left. He left. This is from Heroes Watcher, who gave us. So I guess it's going to count soon because he gave us 5 stars and he left a positive text review. He says, "What the Ralph report is for me in the morning, the Ramble holds the same standard the rest of the week. Jerry, Eddie, and Cody, yes, are the ultimate triple threat." And then they said, "Who else could put up with Skeletor like they do?" Look at that. Isn't
That's
that nice?
true.
That's true.
Thanks. Another
Look
Ralph
at that.
Report listener. Thank you for following me over.
Heroes Watcher. Isn't that great? Welcome, Heroes Watcher. 10 million strong and growing, the Ramblers. Just like the Flintstones, kids.
Yep.
I'd say.
Just like the Ramble.
10 million. Right. They ripped us off. Email us, ramble at theramblepod.com, Podcast Ramble 1 on Twitter, Podcast Ramble on Instagram, all that good shit.
Yes.
Let's, real quick for you, Damien Bottriell, loud Ramble intro noises. Hey, Ramblers, Damien Bottriell back after a couple of weeks. It was nice to get a name drop from Joe Santos, although I don't know why he felt my account had been hacked. My Ramble shirt is slowly wearing away. Just waiting for you guys to move forward with that sponsorship money. Maybe Hacksaw knows when it's going to arrive. We could ask. Graham and Faye, greetings from the Great White North, fellow Ramblers. We're still in WandaVision spoiler-free land, and we'll soon be able to do the whole
guys,
series
watch
in
it.
one run next weekend. If you had to do it again, would you wait, or do you feel you got more out of it, letting each week fester?
Dude,
and where you trying to?
I like
more
the
out of it waiting.
I like the anticipation.
Yes,
because without there being movies to go to in this whole pandemic, it's like I have something to look forward to every week.
It feels like we go to a mini movie every week.
It really does.
That's the best part. Yep.
Because that was the great thing. I love going to movies. I love going to like midnight movies on Thursday.
Oh, the best.
Every week something would open up and I'd go and I'd have that anticipation, and I don't have
great.
that. And now I have that with WandaVision, and then Falcon Winter Soldier, then Bad Batch, then Loki.
Insane.
Can't wait.
He says, I look forward to hearing your answer about it in a boot 2 weeks. Colin, baby. I'll tell you now. We love the wait. Colin Maggs, hi, Jerry,
Love
Eddie,
it.
Cody, and Skeletor. Hope you and my fellow Ramblers are safe
He's
and well
not a
for another
co-host.
week.
Do not give him that level. Do not
rumor.
elevate Skeletor to co-host.
I'd like some light shedding on, please. I heard that a major sex toy manufacturer made a prototype unisex vibrator that mimicked Eddie's mouth movements while playing the Books and Games intro, and they had to shelve it as the strength of the orgasms are putting people in comas. And one guy put it on his balls while getting a blowjob, and when he shot his load, his jizz blew out the back of his girlfriend's head. Is this true, Eddie?
Well,
I think Cody and I have been talking about this. Sorry to talk about you behind your back, but Cody and I kind of wanted to know about this too.
I don't know if those are true. I do know the one thing that did get us shut down is remember when that small group of Antifa people rushed the Capitol?
Oh yeah, the Black Lives Matter people in disguise.
When the BLMs and the Antifa
On
tried
January
to
6th.
prevent the election that they won.
Yep.
We all remember.
That was a big one.
Well, remember the guy that died because he had the taser in his
On
pocket
his nuts.
that got his
Yep.
That was actually my sex toy. He had in his pocket. It wasn't a taser. They covered that up. The FBI and CIA covered that up.
Wow.
And said a taser.
Interesting.
Yeah. See, that's actually the only known casualty from that.
Wow. Look at that.
So-
I had a feeling, but man, hey, as long as it happened to those dastardly Antifa though, that's the
Trying to prevent the election from being counted that they won.
that they won. Dustin Jacobs, Cecil Hotel docuseries. What turns you off about the documentary is actually the point of the documentary. The hook of the show is there's a dead woman named Elisa Lamb in a water tank in this hotel. There's a history of terrible things happening. Not to mention it's located next to Skid Row where drug and crimes are rampant. Yeah, but that hook is a shitty hook because they just devolve into bullshit. And yeah, I know. It's like look, and once they get to all the web sleuths, I'm done. I didn't give a fuck about hearing what these idiots had to say, and they keep going to them. Had it just been one episode of, oh, by the way, look at these fucking morons who think they figured it out. Oh, I get it. Nah, they go to them too much. Fuck that stupid documentary. The night he talks about how fucked. Of course, it's fucked up. He remembers when they reported about Elisa Lamb, and that it's extremely odd because who wouldn't? Others took it to an extreme, which makes Eddie look like a genius when it comes to the internet being the worst thing ever that happened to humanity. Everyone is trying to figure out what happened.
myself on that.
Because cops did a terrible job with the initial investigation. We're also slightly distracted by the former cop turned notorious cop killer, Christopher Dorner, at the time. Dorner's basically First Blood Rambo, and the ending is that of the... Jesus Christ, Dustin Jacobs, how much mansplaining are you doing in this shit? We know what the fuck happened. We all know this. This is in the fucking documentary. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like you're fucking... It's like he's reading the back of a Stephen King book and telling us about Stephen King's life, like about the author. Like, we get it. Anyway, now to the actual point of the documentary. These internet sleuths believe several things. Yeah, the cops are in on it. The hotel's in on it. A Mexican death metal singer named Morbid did it because he released a music video about killing a woman, stayed at the hotel, except he stayed there a year before she died. Didn't stop people from ruining his life. He stopped making music. Turns out Elisa was suffering from mental illness. She left Post-it notes on several of the guest beds telling them to leave the hotel. There's a moment where it looks like she's talking to someone in the elevator video. She probably thought she was, but clearly no one's there. She went to the roof, jumped in the tank to hide from this entity that didn't exist, and after taking her clothes off to remain afloat, she drowned. She wasn't murdered at all. But
did he transcribe the documentary?
Jesus Christ.
I think he did. The show is obviously trying to parallel the current Q situation the country's been dealing with. Also, the Cecil was purchased in 2017 and will undergo a major facelift, including an outdoor bar on the roof. Capitalism is king. There we go. All right. Yeah, it still sucks. It's still a piece of shit documentary. They give too much. Dude, you should see the web sleuths. It's like they're like the Steph Curry's a cheat code, bro, of this. The thing that, dude, it was really fucked up, that video. Okay. Yeah. And then the funny thing is, like,
real fucked up.
It was like fucked up, dude.
Like,
I think
real fucked up.
Like, dude, something fucking happened. Bro, something fucking
I
happened.
mean, they tell you what happened, but something else happened.
Something else happened, bro. Like, that's the extent of their web sleuthing. And then the funniest is people trying, like, why does because the video of her in the elevator, right? Where the famous video that they showed of her freaking out in the elevator, and like, you notice that the door never closes? The elevator door, why does the elevator door take so long? Because she pressed the hold open button like 8 fucking times, maybe. That's, it just...
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I don't know. That fucking Cecil documentary thing should have been 30 minutes long. Just cut out all the bullshit. It's a 30-minute long documentary, and that's it. She was bipolar. The poor girl was off her medication, and look what happened. That's what I mean. Her fucking sister said she would hallucinate all the time. It's like, okay, well, there we go. There it is. Okay, I mean, what do we got to fucking do 4 hours of this shit for? Why? Why? Just so we can have these morons like, well, what I think.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's you got plandemic.
After we discover what's going on with this Cecil thing, I'm taking a gun and I'm going to that pizza parlor where Hillary Clinton fucked all those kids, and I'm going to look around and see what I can find. All right, man. Sure you are. It is. And Dustin is right. Dustin is right. It is kind of showing the Q shit, but who needs to see this right now? Why give these morons any more of a voice? Fuck them.
We are not evolved enough culturally, socially, intellectually to be given the gift of the internet.
No.
We have it.
It's
literally like the fates or whatever you believe in gave the internet to humanity. It's like literally giving a loaded pistol to a 6-year-old.
Yep, and
that's
going,
what
okay,
we did.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Someone hurt your feelings? Boom. There you go. That's it.
It's really, we are not. I mean, the internet's a great thing. We are just as a species are not ready to handle
it. I agree completely. By the way, look at us, 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Look at that intro. Cody, let's rock that music, baby. If you know the words, sing along at home. Here we go. There we go. Come on. Oh, baby. There it is, huh? Here we go. I think we all know this. The power of love is a curious thing. Make a man weep. Make another man sing. Change your heart to a little white dove. More than a feeling, that's the power of love. Tougher than diamonds, rich like cream. Stronger and harder than a bad girl's dream. Make a bad one good, make a one wrong right. The power of love keep you home tonight. Everybody, don't need money, pump, pump. Don't need fame, pump, pump. Don't need no credit card to ride this train. It's strong and it's sudden and it's cool sometimes, but it just might save your life. That's the power of love. What do you think is the best part of that song? The choruses, the verses? You know what mine is? Mine's the bridge. They say that all in love is fair.
But you don't care.
But you don't care. That's a fucking jam, baby. Woo! Movies don't have that anymore. They just don't have that.
They don't.
They don't have.
And then remember Michael J. Fox shredded it in Back to the Future, and then Huey Lewis was like, "You're just too loud.
You're too loud." Tremendous cameo. Tremendous cameo. Fucking brilliant, man. One thing that I never noticed about Back to the Future was the mall. How it said Twin Pines Mall.
Oh yeah,
and then when he goes back in time and he knocks it over and he comes back, it's Lone Pine or whatever. Yeah. I never realized that until I just saw it not too long.
That movie's full of shit like that.
Full of shit. Yeah, man,
little subtle things
good.
Where the
full
future
of little
was
subtleties.
Changed.
Fucking greatness, man. God damn. Cody, you've seen all the Back to the Futures, right? Or we got to do another damn...
We will have to do a good one.
What? None of them?
I've seen the first for sure.
Look at Eddie. Look at Eddie almost... His brain literally almost exploded right now.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen the second or the third.
Do you remember much of the first, or would you need a refresher? Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I would need a refresher.
You were a wee one. Mm-hmm. You were a little. Man.
I remember bits and pieces of it, but not the whole thing at all.
We're gonna have to. Oh, is that? Do we go ahead and just say that's after?
To. But we got to do all three.
I know. Wait, what's next? It's Running Man, and what are we pairing Running Man with? Armed and Dangerous.
That's a dangerous
combo.
Armed and
Dangerous. Great combo. Great combo. All right, I'm ready. We got to do Back. So
you could consider Back to the Future 1 and then Back to the Future 2 and 3. You could consider 2 and 3 one movie.
You really can. 2 and 3 is really one. Yeah,
it's basically one movie.
One giant movie.
They shot them back to back, and literally the storyline, it's just one continuous thing.
Picks right up. It's like the Matrix 1 and 2 and 3.
So yeah, you really could watch them and consider it one film.
Yes. Do we just do that? Do we do Back to the Future 1 and then 2 and 3?
Could.
Man.
Though you can't trade between. That's the problem.
That's the problem. Well, we could nix trades. It's a very special. Could this be a very special Good Willow hunting, where Cody finally sees Back to the Future 1, 2,
The Back to the Future trilogy.
the trilogy? A very special Good Willow. We could call it that. It's a very
Yes.
special Good Willow. I mean, I think. I don't know.
I think it demands it. Actually,
That guy doesn't it? I mean,
I think it actually demands it.
it does demand it. By the way, let's just get to it. Let's start singing. Cody, the Hall of Fame hat.
On it.
This is a tough one. Duet.
What hat would they wear?
Wow.
Cody, it's a different experience here in the Ramble, Cody. Right now, that you can hear the intro.
It's-
Right?
Listen,
it's a different experience.
I'm not gonna.
How many rambles have you been robbed of this, Cody?
There's been a lot, but look, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now that I'm controlling the sound here, I have access to these files around
24
the clock.
hours a day, right?
Yeah.
you can-
So
So you like turn the lights down, light some candles, put on a robe, pour some
Yeah.
wine.
Do you know how many deals he sealed on dates, Eddie, by playing your music?
Oh man.
It's 100%,
Do you know
right? You
how
bet
many
you bet 1,000
he's
with that, right?
batting?
Yeah.
He knows. It's just like it's like how that hockey coach is undefeated when they wear that one tie or whatever. That's Cody's.
If
Who
you
was
can get
that
him into
guy?
your apartment and turn on the computer, the deal's sealed.
It's it. It's it.
That's all you got to do.
How do you think Andre and I live together now, Eddie? Come on.
It's the magic of the harp.
It's a harp, baby. It's your harp music.
Magic of the harp.
This is duet. This was so tough. The duet. What duet goes into the Hall of Fame? Todd Chisholm. Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've chimed in, but I'm still alive and kicking. Thank God after this
DJ
crazy peak
Retard.
season, fueled by the COVID and also fighting off a couple hours of depression. But I'm still here. Glad to hear it, buddy. We're here for
Hang
you.
in there, bud.
January and February is a rough month for me, so I appreciate all three of you making me laugh and getting me through these rough months every year. Fuck yeah, we're here, buddy. So with that said, thank you, and here are my submissions for this week. The hat is Lita Ford and Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, that's
Close
a good
my
one.
eyes.
That's a good one.
It's a great one. Michael Werman, or as you would call him,
Worms.
Worms. This is ponderous. Hall of Fame duet. So many schmaltzy songs to choose from. Islands in the Stream is a contender in most of Hall & Oates, but I went with Elton John and Kiki D. Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried. Damian Bottriell, DB, the bots. Is he the bots? Is that it? The bots?
He is
Damian
now.
Bottriell.
Bots.
The bots.
Bots. Bots. Hey, bots. Bots.
His Hall of Fame. Ooh, man. This is oof. Under Pressure. Queen and David Bowie, Under Pressure. Graham and Faye, quorum could not be reached. Respective hat logos as follows. Faye, Dolly and Kenny, Islands in the Stream. Graham, Max Webster, and Rush's Geddy Lee, Battle Scar. Colin Maggs, tough one this week. Would have preferred it had been broken down by genre a year, as I was stuck on 6 that I couldn't choose between. So I rolled the dice, and I got Cher and Beavis and Butthead. I got you, babe. Kidding. The winner was Kenny and Dolly, Islands in the Stream. Look at that, huh? Man. And Jeremy Bienvenu says, since my mother's all-time favorite movies, one of her all-time is Footloose, I asked her to give me this week's submissions. So this is Jeremy Bienvenu's mother. What hat? Ray Charles and Willie Nelson, 7 Spanish Angels. When I asked her why, she said, because I like the song, and it's 2 different genres brought together. Look at that. Cody, hope you're all right, man. Joseph Santos. Hope you're in a good headspace. Hashtag, my ability to read is far better than any review you have ever done. That was his hashtag.
What? Does
Duet.
that make sense?
His duet hat is Endless Love with Lionel Richie and Diana Ross, the Zamboni in the background. White Cody for the Stall of Fame, drinking out of the same cup week to week, alternating Kraken shirt. We got a new cup, this one.
New cup.
A white shirt to a Spurs shirt, I think, is just a fake background. So we don't think he's just sitting on the toilet. And he says, Cody, your beard is out of sorts. I will send you some beard oil. Just give me a place to send it. Come on, man.
Beard oil.
What's
Is that an olive branch?
Is that an olive branch?
Is that an olive branch?
Is he extending an olive
Beard
branch?
oil?
Your beard looks fine to me.
Is there a truce?
Cody's got a good shipwreck-looking beard going. From Google shipwreck from G.I. Joe, and you're rocking it. And that's a good.
He's got a good Mad Dog Rick Steiner beard going.
Oh yeah, my brother.
My brother. Tell him, brother.
Dustin
There will be
Jacob.
no olive branch.
Whoa! Oh, damn! Shut
Ooh.
down.
We're at the point of no
Oh.
return, my friend.
Take your
Wait a
beard
minute,
you
oil
can't
and shove it.
You can't extend an olive branch after fucking insulting for the first thing.
Wait, can we see? Can you pull up Joe Cap, Angelo Mosca, Cody?
Yeah.
And just is this you and is this going to be you and Joe Santos? Cody, have you seen this?
No.
This is a viral clip from like 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
It's
Joe
8
Cap,
minutes
Angelo
long.
All right, watch it. Just here. I'll tell you when to fast forward. Let's start it. I'll tell you when to fast
All
forward.
right, hold on one second.
Eddie, you've never seen this, Eddie.
I don't think so.
Oh, so Joe
is it?
Cap, of course, Vikings quarterback, only player to quarterback and start in a Rose Bowl, a Grey Cup, and a Super Bowl. Angelo Mosca was a very prominent defensive player.
Oh, it's
in
pretty
Canada.
early on, it looks like.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's start it, and let me give you a quick backstory. So pause it real quick, Cody. I think it was either during the Grey Cup. This is a Canadian Football League banquet. It was either during
Okay.
the Grey Cup or a playoff game. Angelo Mosca, who became a pro wrestler, he was like a pretty popular pro wrestler later in his life. He did what Joe Cap and the other team thought was a dirty hit on their running back, I think, and it hurt him.
Right.
He was out for the rest of the game, or he
Got it.
missed considerable. And so they've always held a grudge, apparently. And here we go. Joe Cap is the one there. Angelo Mosca's coming to the dais. Here we go.
Only QB in history of the game to play in the Rose
There we
Bowl,
go.
Grey Cup, and Super Bowl. Also a Hall of Famer. Please, the icons of the game, Mr. Angelo Mosca.
Okay. Just speaking of olive branches. You've never seen this, guys.
No.
So he's having an olive branch. He said, stick it up your ass.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Fuck him. He just screamed sportsmanship. Dude, rewind that fight again. Fuck that.
How?
I can't believe you guys have never seen this.
Oh! Oh! Oh, he stuck him right in the face.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that was good.
I guess they don't get back into it at any point.
They sit back down. It's very awkward. If you, like, one guy tells him to let it go. He's like, I'm trying to let it go. Here, you see. And then, like, they try to have, like, he brings him back up. They sit down.
They just have like a normal interview after that.
They try
Wow.
to. Yeah, how about that, huh? I can't believe you guys have never seen that.
Wow, I've never seen that. He just totally just rejected the
Oh,
olive branch, much like Cody just did.
Just like that's what I'm saying. That's what made me think about it. Dustin Jacobs says Hall of Fame duet. Islands in the Stream, Kenny and Dolly. Dustin,
That's a
heck of
great
a
one.
choice. Grady W. Smithy, the hat should go to David Bowie and Queen, Under Pressure. That was my pick. It was tough.
Right.
I went Under Pressure, David Bowie and Queen.
I almost
think
went.
It just,
Yeah.
ooh. Eddie, what was yours?
No, I almost went with that one and Islands in the Stream. I
Ooh.
almost wanted to do it, but I ended up going David Bowie and Mick Jagger.
Oh. Was
Just
that-
because they fucked.
They
just
fucked,
because
supposedly.
they
Supposedly
fucked.
they did
This
the
duet made them have sex with each other.
and that's why he wrote the song Angie, Mick Jagger. 'Cause
Yeah.
Apparently the other Stones hated that song. And he wrote it for Angela Bowie, as in here. If I write you a pretty song, will you not say that me and your husband were blinking?
Right.
So yeah, there you
So
go.
that pairing spawned so many great things that
That's
has
true.
to be the
That's
duet
true.
that goes in the Hall of Fame. Every other duet just sort of spawns like, hey, a great song. This
Right.
great
This
song, great
kicked
story.
off. That's true.
Another great song because of that song. It's all good.
Ooh, Cody?
So I was thinking for a while that I wanted to do Temple of the Dog, Hunger Strike.
Oh,
but I was
great.
like, technically Eddie Vedder was part of that band, I believe. So, can you really? That's why I asked that question during last
Does a
episode.
supergroup count as a duet?
Right.
Right.
And
Does a
so,
supergroup count? Yeah.
so ultimately, I landed on. I couldn't look away from Under Pressure. It just
David Bowie, Queen. It just hits you
just
every
can't beat
time.
it. Yeah.
It's what a heck of a now next.
Do you think
Ramble,
Freddie Mercury and David Bowie boned?
You would have. They had to have,
Right?
They had to have. If you're not going to say no to Mick Jagger, how the fuck you say no to Freddie Mercury?
Exactly.
I mean, you got to.
Exactly.
Ramble 275. I don't know if we've done this already. We're doing it again. I'm going to make it tough. Star Trek captain goes into the Hall of Fame. Which is it? Picard? Is it Kirk? Is it Picard? Is it Shatner Kirk? Is it the new guy Kirk? What's his fuck? Chris Pine?
No,
Kirk?
it's the shithead who was captain of the NCC 1701 B.
Right, that guy
from Generations.
From Generations. Is it that guy?
What's his face from Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Cameron. Alan Ruck, the great Alan Ruck.
He was the one who freaked out, and then Captain Kirk had the save of the day because he shit his pants.
That's true. He shit his pants. That's right. Does he go on that?
Forgot what his name was.
Oh God, let's look that up.
He was captain in the.
Is he your
Star
pick?
Trek 5.
Is
he might
right
be.
Now your
he
pick?
might be now.
Alan Ruck.
He might be because he was smart enough to send Captain Kirk to go die.
He was. He knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
Alan Ruck knew what he was doing.
He played Captain John Harriman of the USS Enterprise
That's him.
B.
Greatest starship captain ever.
Cameron.
Greatest starship captain ever.
Greatest. Have you seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Cody?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Woo. Woo. I was a woof. Woo. Good. Got on base. Cody got on base. He beat the throw. That's good. He beat the throw. All right. Let's do some open, closing, and encore. What do y'all think?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Hit it.
Open, close, and encore.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Greatest duet ever, My Mouth and a Harmonica?
Who could argue?
Maybe that should have been the Hall of Fame.
That's in the hat.
That's the
That
Hall of Fame
goes on.
hat. My Mouth
Man,
and the
I'm
Harmonica.
changing my pick. Jesus. Fuck, that was something else. Just something. Ooh.
It is what it is, you know?
Wow. So there was that famous story. I forgot who it was. I forgot which Renaissance artist was hired to do a gig. It might have been the Sistine Chapel gig. It was Michelangelo. I forgot, but they said to get the gig, he just drew a perfect circle. Just one try, perfect circle. Right? Just one try, perfect circle.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is even remotely possible, but let's just say it was Michelangelo.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what he did after he drew that perfect circle? He finished it, and he took the pen, and he goes, Eddie Pence, motherfucker.
I mean, who knows if that's true or not?
I mean, are you doubting it?
Sounds true, but I mean, who knows if it's true?
Sounds true.
It very well is possible.
I'm not
It's
gonna
more
argue
likely
it.
than not.
Exactly. So this was tough. The Footloose soundtrack. Throw a concert. Opening, closing. Todd Chisholm says you have to open with Footloose. You have to close with Hear It for the Boys. You encore with Holding Out for a Hero. Michael Worman, the Worms, he says you open with Footloose. He comes out and dances Angry to Never by Moving Pictures. You close with I'm Free by Kenny Loggins.
Wow.
So that's it. Oh, so I'm sorry. The open with He Comes Out Angrily Dancing to Never by Moving Pictures. You close with I'm Free by Kenny Loggins. Encore, Kenny stays on stage. The entire cast line dances to the title track Footloose.
Oh,
There we go. Damien Bottriell, Bots. You open with Moving Pictures Never, because nothing is more badass than Kevin Bacon hate dancing his way through an old factory. You close with Bonnie Tyler's Holding Out for a Hero. You encore with Kenny Loggins' Footloose to send him home happy. From Ramble 273, Eddie suggesting the Soundtrack Hall of Fame. Yes, please. That's a Graham and Faye say. Graham's rocking Faye's rocking the OCE this week. You open Holding Out for a Hero. Close with I'm Free. Encore, Let's Hear It for the Boys. Bonus second encore, You Gotta Cut Loose. Footloose.
gotta cut loose.
Footloose. Colin Maggs. Maggs says you open with Footloose. I mean, what else? You close with Let's Hear It for the Boy. Let's hear it for my babe. You encore with Holding Out for a Hero. Bienvenue says you open with Footloose. Let's Hear It for the Boy. Encore, Holding Out for a Hero. Sean Williams. Hey, Jerry, Eddie, and Cody. Hope I got this one in on time. You open with...
You didn't. Sorry.
You didn't. It's out. Out. You open with Let's Hear It for the Boy. You close with Holding Out for a Hero. Encore with Footloose. Nice one. Joseph Santos. You open with Holding Out for a Hero, a.k.a. Skeletor. You close with Almost Paradise. You encore with Footloose. Cody, you doing all right, man?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, because the last thing he says is... Now... Here's the thing. If we were all at a bar right now, I think Eddie and I would have to hold Cody back.
Okay.
Because he says, NHL 21, are you ready? Just bring it.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
I only have NHL 20.
Oh.
So, no, I'm not.
No, he's not ready
Okay.
yet. But he'll bring it. Dustin Jacobs says, holding out for a hero. Let's hear it for the boy. You encore with Footloose. Grady W. Smithy III. They open with Footloose, close with Holding Out for a Hero, encore with Almost Paradise.
Almost
Paradise. Oh, what a great. I have them open with Footloose. Then you close with Denise Williams. Let's hear it for the boy. Then you encore with Mike Reno and Ann Wilson coming out for Almost Paradise. Eddie, what do you have?
It's a lovers concert.
It's a lovers.
That's
It's
a
one for
lovers
lovers.
con-
It's
wow.
one for lovers. What else could it be but one for lovers?
I have Open Up with Bang Your Head by Quiet Riot
Bang your head. Fuck
to
yeah.
really get people into it,
You know it.
right? And then Holding Out for Hero is the closer. And then, of course, the encore has to be Footloose.
Whoosh. It has to be. Has to be.
Has
Gotta
to be.
cut loose. Footloose.
Has to be.
That's a good one. Cody, could you do this one?
Yeah.
Oh,
So open with Holding Out for a Hero.
Good one.
Close with Let's Hear It for the Boy.
Great.
And encore with, of course, Footloose.
Footloose. There it is. Great. Look what great shows we've all concocted.
We all nailed it.
We all nailed it.
We all
all
nailed it.
killed it. We all killed it. I mean, what else are we gonna do? Let's do it. Let's get into reading it. Oh, Ramble 275.
Yeah?
Let's go
What?
country. George Jones. What would the late great George Jones open, close,
Open,
and encore
close,
with?
and encore with.
With the
Okay.
late great George Jones. So there we go. All right.
Okay.
So Cody, let's read books and play games.
I'm reading books, I'm playing video games. Bring your pussy over here. We're reading books and playing games.
God damn.
Oh,
Oof, that's something.
whew. My God.
I'm still in awe. Is it?
You know, they've actually done studies that last 3 seconds of that song. If in lab rats has given female lab rats who previously could not achieve orgasm multiple orgasms.
Crazy. That is now. Can I ask you something, Eddie?
Yeah.
I heard a rumor that the Super Bowl where Whitney Houston brought the house down singing the Star Spangled Banner. I think that was is that the second one Buffalo lost? Was that the one y'all won?
That was the
Or
first one. No, that was against the
that was
Giants.
Giants.
Because that was right after the old Iraq War. We were all
Right.
trying to be super American.
patriotic
Yeah,
in
yeah.
America. Now, the rumor was Whitney Houston was all on board with duetting it with you on harmonica, and you politely declined, but it was because you knew you were going to just basically overshadow her, and you wanted her to have that moment. Is that? I mean, I don't know. I've heard that a few times.
That's close. It's close to the truth.
Okay,
The plan all along was
yeah.
for me. This was going back to the Super Bowl before that, when I believe
Yeah.
it was the Niners and the Broncos. I
Yeah,
believe
Niners, Broncos.
I was originally supposed to do that halftime show.
Okay.
And then they were like, no, wait, hold on. Next year's going to be Super Bowl 25. That's the big, 25th
Right.
anniversary of the Super Bowl. Let's pull you from Super Bowl 24.
Of
Do
course.
that one. I was like, all right, whatever. So I had worked all year on this was actually going to be the very first and only at the time 3-hour Super Bowl halftime show.
Holy shit! Wow.
So I had worked all year.
Wow. Longer than the game, maybe.
They were actually thinking about preempting the game for the halftime show. They were actually not even going to do the game.
Right.
Do a coin flip, and then that would be the score.
That's your winner.
That's your winner. That's your loser. So I worked
Yeah.
all year on that. It came up to it. Whitney, old friend of mine, had been wanting to do a duet with me, and she had written all these songs. That was great and all. And I was like, you know what? I'm supposed to do the halftime show. We ended up not doing that. They were like, you know what? Why don't you guys do the national anthem? And I'm like, I don't really touch that song.
Right.
I don't, because if people think that song, they think America, right?
And now
if
they
I
think you.
if I do that song, they think me.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take that from America. So that's why I
fine.
turned that down, and then they got chap-assed about it, so I walked
Right.
away from the whole thing.
Wow.
That's the real story.
Well, it's good to hear the truth finally.
That's
from
the
you.
truth.
Wow.
I just didn't want to take
yeah.
the national anthem from everybody.
Well, yeah, and I mean, of course, that's and you're damn right. I wouldn't think of America when I heard it after that.
No, you think of me.
Think of you.
Right, and then we'd have to worry about a whole new national anthem, and then like that's just not even. It's not. Let's not go down that road.
Right. What a true patriot, right there, everybody. True
America
patriot.
first. America first.
America first. Todd Chisholm says he's playing MLB The Show 21 Tech Test. So getting to test out the next version of a line, and the coolest thing is Sony's finally releasing an Xbox. You can finally play against your friends that don't have a PlayStation. Damien Bottriel, bots. I've been playing more Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on the PC lately. The game really needed a minigame where you drive around the Walmarts looking for Marvel Legends figures. Duh.
Yeah.
Colin Maggs, have gone back to reading the Judge Dredd works. I'm on volume 3 at the moment, loving it. Looking forward to my local comic book stores to reopen so I can find some new titles to binge. Games, I've been playing some FIFA, Elite, and Witcher 3 and trying to finish all the challenges on Hitman 1 and 2. Sean Williams, not sure if this one counts, but I posted on a group that Joe Capone isn't the only one not liking Transformers Earthrise. I wanted to like it, but from episode 2 onward, I was bored as fuck watching this. All I could think of was for both Optimus Prime and Megatron quit being pussies. Optimus grows some fucking out about balls, and Megatron just being a psychotic, calculating asshole you've always been. Don't let Skeletor show you up. Side note, let's hope Skeletor doesn't start a hashtag that goes hashtag Joe Santos is right just to piss off Cody. Ramble the fuck on. Ted Cruz can go suck Trump's dick unless he has to stand in line behind bitch McConnell. Sean Williams, Rambler, writer, author, idiot, podcaster. Man, what do you guys? I've been playing a lot of retro games recently. Had some good scores at those swap meets, so I've been digging through those. I found Mega Man 3 and 6.
Ooh.
That was fucking exciting. And then a buddy of mine, Adam, just gave me his copy of Mega Man 2 because he had it complete in the box one that he was looking for.
Did
so
you
he just gave me
blow
the
him
cartridge.
afterwards?
Didn't even have to do that.
Really?
Bonkers.
You should have done it
Bonkers.
anyway. You should have done it anyway.
Eddie, I don't have your foresight. I don't. But I've been playing a lot of retro games, playing the fuck out of them. Not reading anything at the moment. I finally powered up. I charged my iPad. My iPad had no battery life for 8 weeks, so I finally decided to charge it. So I'm gonna start reading some more Marvel comics, I think. What do you guys?
Nice.
You guys reading or playing anything, Cody?
No, just the game we had the other day. I've been bogged down with screeners and stuff. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's award season, right? Got a bunch of screeners.
It's award season.
I haven't been playing anything. We took a little break from Fallen Order, and I just haven't gotten back
Yeah.
into anything.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good. Fucking A. This segment is evergreen.
Yes.
We're always here to do it. We're always here.
Even
and
if we have
holy
nothing to say.
Even if we have nothing to say, we'll still say it. Does that make sense? It makes
Yes,
sense.
it absolutely does.
Cody, it's countdown time. Oh, how exciting is that?
let's do it.
It's the time of the show where we rank the top 10.
Nailed it.
All right, I sat this one out, so I'm gonna step away just for a second and come right back.
Cody.
I'm
Code.
sorry.
Ridiculous.
I was trying
Ridiculous.
to think of recent Star
do you have to
Trek
go pray
trilogy.
to the the gold Trump statue that
do.
you brought home?
You
I have to
do.
refill.
Mini?
I also have to refill my my mug here.
You're fucking fuck Ted Cruz mug. I can't get
Yeah.
mad at that.
All right, so I'll be
Todd
right back.
Chisholm. All right, Todd
DJ
Chisholm. says, I'm
Retard.
sorry. I have to bow out of this because I was never a Star Trek fan and really never got into the movies. But by listening to the moment you guys described on 273 was good enough for me, LOL. So thanks again for making me laugh every week with Ramble Radio, Ramble Proper, and of course, Good Will Hunting. Whenever it gets released again, LOL. Glad to hear Cody thawed out safely from the deep freeze. Thanks again as always, and Ramble the fuck on. Todd C, a.k.a. DJ Retod.
Nice.
Michael Worman.
Worms.
Top 5. This will be heavy Star Trek 2. It is by far and away the best moments and scenery chewing. Honorable mention is Living Colors, The Wrath of Farrakhan. Number 5, tied for the Star Trek theme in J.J. Abrams' version. The entire young cast version of the original was impressive and lasting a tribute without becoming parody. Number 5, Wrath of Khan. Spock's death and William Shatner's of all the souls I've encountered in my travels. His was The Voyage Home is number 3. Spock dropping the 80s punker on the bus and citing humans' use of more colorful metaphors. Double dumbass on you and so forth. Number 2, Wrath of Khan. Kirk. It's coming through now, Khan. Number 1, Wrath of Khan, the cat and mouse game in the Nebula Clouds at the end of Star Trek II. Spock's sacrifice saved the Enterprise. No, you can't get away from hell's heart. I stab at thee. For hate's sake, I spit my last breath. At thee. Oh, fuck, man. So great. That was Shakespeare. What Shakespeare was that from? I don't even remember, but I think that was Shakespeare.
It's not Macbeth, is it?
Was it? Oh, let me look that up because it's going to kill me. From hell's heart, I stab.
Cody's our resident Shakespeare guy,
and
right?
Of course, he's gone. Oh, there you're back.
He's back now, so let's ask
From
Cody.
hell's heart, I stab at thee. Stab at thee. From hell's. Oh no, sorry, that's Moby Dick.
Is that Moby Dick?
That's
Oh,
from
that
Moby
would make
Dick.
sense.
Yep, that makes way more. I don't know why I thought it was Shakespeare. It was Moby Dick. Yeah.
It's
From
because
hell's heart, I
it's because Chang in General Chang in
he was quoting Shakespeare.
In Star Trek Undiscovered Country, he was just spitting out Shakespeare left and right.
Left and right. Yep, that's right. All right. And then that was The Worms. Good one. Damien Bottriell. Carl Urban's Black Magic to Summon the Soul of DeForest Kelly for the reboot franchise. Number 4, Chekhov looking for nuclear vessels in The Voyage Home.
Where are the nuclear vessels?
Vessels. Picard's The Line Must Be Drawn Here. No further speech from First Contact. The ending to Undiscovered Countries, number 2, Spock's response to the Enterprise being decommissioned. If I were human, I believe my response would be, go to hell, if I were human. Also, the actors signing off at the end, which Marvel would later do for Endgame. And number 1, Spock's death from the Wrath of Khan, from Spock saying, I have been and always shall be your friend, Jim. Friend. To Kirk's, of all the souls I've encountered on my travels, his was the most human. If they ever made this movie, Dr. Phil would be my casting for Kirk. I see that. Jerry, Eddie, thanks for another great week. This podcast makes the days a little bit more fun. And for Cody, I'm sorry, but to quote Tony Schiavone at the end of WCW Nitro, we are desperately out of time. Cheers, Damien Bottriell. Graham and Faye. Bots, top 5 Star Trek moments. It's kind of hard not to pick everything from Wrath of Khan. Star Trek 6, The Voyage Home. 4, The Voyage Home. San Francisco, Spock versus the punk on the bus. Star Trek 7, First Contact, the battle with the Borg. That's 8. I'm sorry, 8, First Contact, battle with the Borg. Star Trek 6, Undiscovered Country, to be or not to be. Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan, battle in the Mutara Nebula, Enterprise versus Reliant. And number 1, Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan, Spock's death. I'm not crying. You're crying. Stay safe, Ramblers. Graham and Faye. Oh, fuck yeah. Ramble off. Graham and Faye, Winnipeg A. Thank you all very much for that. Colin Maggs, Star Trek II with the Wrath of Khan, from hell's heart I stab at thee. The First Contact, the exchange between Worf and Riker regarding the defiant tough little ship, Worf Little. Number 3, Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home, punk on the bus. Number 2, the reboot battle sequences. And number 1, Wrath of Khan. What else but Khan was a bit of a tough one again. So many films over the 3 different crews, etc. So many great moments. Take care, everyone. Colin Maggs. P.S. The top 5 serial killers. Though I understand where you're coming from, I don't think there's any way to do it without seeming to celebrate the worst of the worst. So no, isn't your intention. Maybe it's a worst 5 worst serial killers or most despicable. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't. I just got excited watching the Nightcrawler documentary. Because I was telling Eddie, this guy was like the complete package of Psycho. The Night
He's the Swiss Army knife of psychos.
The Swiss Army,
he can do it all.
Knife. Oh, it was amazing. Joe Santos, top 5 Star Trek movie moments. # I must abstain. Another shot at Cody. Jesus.
Wow.
But he's actually abstaining.
Okay.
Star Wars is better than Star Wars. Star Wars. Wait, what? Okay, number 5, Star Wars is better. Number 4, he does Yoda. Better is Star Wars. And number 3, who wrote the score for Star Trek? Yeah, no one knows. Number 2, The Shat.
James Horner wrote
Horny
Khan,
Boy,
right?
man. Yeah.
Horner wrote Khan, right?
Yep, and that was a great one. Number 1,
But then he
Pritchard.
refused to do other ones after that.
He walked away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then # he closed his contract for Skeletor before Cody. Dustin Jacobs, top 5 Star Trek movie moments. Chekhov ear scene in Star Trek II, absolute nightmare fuel. Number 4, Captain Kirk rock climbing while Spock uses rocket boots in Star Trek V. This is clearly a bad film, but the opening shows it is. But the opening shows the dynamic between Kirk and Spock, and even Shatner.
And lets you know you're in for a bad film.
And lets you know.
Right off the get-go, like, hey, this is going to suck balls.
It's going to suck. It shows that Spock Nimoy is superior in every way. Spock tells Kirk he's a moron for doing this, or so I like to think of Nimoy telling Shatner you're a moron for making this film. How great if there's an outtake of that. Number 3, the Enterprise crew walking around 80s San Francisco in Star Trek 4. Time travel seemed to be a theme of the 80s, with Back to the Future, Bill and Ted coming to mind. Fish out of water films were also popular, with Crocodile Dundee and Jaws 4: The Revenge coming to mind. It's just a cool movie moment and a fun film in general. It's probably the only Star Trek film that didn't take itself too seriously. Also, there's no interior superior Enterprise scenes in this one. Number two, Enterprise.
Actually,
swap
the
with
end of
Klingons.
Voyage Home, there is.
There is the new one, right? That's what
Yeah,
they
the
built
new-
it. Yeah.
yeah.
The Enterprise swap with the Klingons in part 3. Don't you just love it when the good guys outsmart the bad guys, but the audience thinks the bad guys have won? Actually, I think this is the most underrated Star Trek film and arguably the most important. It sets up part six with Kirk's hatred of the Klingons, thanks to Christopher Lloyd killing Kirk's son. Christopher Lloyd likes to fly time machines, apparently. It also brings Spock back from the dead while erasing any hope of humanity being able to create a planet and play God, though God can be destroyed with giant laser cannons. And number 1, Spock sacrifices himself in the Enterprise to save Star Trek 2. Save the Enterprise in Star Trek 2. It's the best film and the best sequence of Star Trek, period. From planting his conscience into bones to going to the reactor to talking to Jim before he dies to the funeral. It's great. Side note, I loathe J.J. Abrams, so you can imagine how I feel about the latest quote-unquote films. Not to mention, he somehow outdid Lucas for worst Star Wars film ever. Like Star Wars and Trek 2 and the Goonies and E.T. and Close Encounters, so I think I'll just remake them, but change the title and put my name on it. J.J. Abrams, probably. Also, there's no fucking way Running Man, the remake, can touch the masterpiece that is arguably the greatest Stephen King adaptation of all
It's
time.
an all-timer.
Let's face it.
Whoa.
All-timer.
Shining is Kubrick more than it is King.
Yeah, but what about like the dozen other great Stephen King
Running Man's an
adaptations?
There's
all-timer.
been some good ones. There's
Running Man's
Like
the all-timer.
Shawshank Redemption? It's like Running Man is better than Shawshank Redemption?
All-timer, baby. All-timer.
Fucking
I'll tell
kidding
you
me?
what. I tell you what. What's his face wouldn't have gotten through the Running Man?
Nah,
Tim
no way.
Robbins.
Tim
Tim
Robbins
Robbins would
or
not have
Morgan
been through it.
Freeman. They're not getting through that shit. Cody, we're gonna find out tomorrow if you think it's better than Shawshank Redemption. I mean, I don't think it's a. I'm not betting on a no instantly.
There's
Grady
just no
W.
way he makes it through. He doesn't make it through Running Man.
Fuck no. Grady W. Smith III. I grew up watching reruns of the original series back when it was, and the animated series were all Star Trek. There was, and the weird kid whose emotions got away from him a lot. I identified with Spock a lot. Watching Spock die in Wrath of Khan hurt like hell, but finding out that Leonard Nimoy was gone 6 years ago this weekend hurt worse than that. Rest in peace, Leonard. May your memory be a blessing. Honorable mention to the movie's credits in Mariner's holodeck program and Lower Decks, hitting with Boimler on the head. It still makes me laugh my ass off, and being a movie within an episode is the only reason it's not on the actual list. The end of Undiscovered Countries, number 5, when Kirk orders Sulu to set a course for the Enterprise's final voyage under his command, second star to the right and straight on till morning, and then records his final captain's log, and it's the rest of the movie. It and the rest of the movie were the perfect goodbye to the cast I grew up with. Number 4, Sloan confronting Picard about his obsession with the Borg in First Contact. Alfred Woodard and Patrick Stewart are giving it their all here. There are more visually captivating moments in this movie, but this is the one. This one is the beating heart at the center of everything great about it. Number 3, Alexander Dane telling Quilek as he dies by Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Worvan, you shall be avenged, because Galaxy Quest is a Star Trek movie, goddammit, and I will not hear otherwise. Number 2, Spock telling Kirk, I have been and always shall be your friend. The only scene in anything that fucks me up worse than this is Yondu's funeral in Guardians 2. And number 1, the closing monologue of Star Trek Beyond, where Enterprise's command staff recite the Space, the Final Frontier speech. It may not have been intended for our final goodbye to Kirk, Spock, McCoy, Uhura, Scotty, Sulu, and Chekhov, but it was a perfect goodbye to them, as Undiscovered Country gave us for the actors who originally gave them life. Live long and prosper, fellow Ramblers. Look at that. Great list, everybody. Next, Ramble 275, top WandaVision moments. How about that?
Ooh.
Since it'll be done by then.
They're yet to come, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it'll be done by then. So we can do top 5 WandaVision moments. My number 5, I had to go Spock's, the eulogy Kirk gave Spock in Wrath of Khan. His was
That low? That low?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Just because it's so bad acting. And there's this one dude. That's before. When Spock is dying, the weirdest thing ever is there's a dude behind Kirk who's leaning up against a pole and just doing like this for no fucking reason. Some extra. It looks like a robot that's just malfunctioning.
He may have been a diabetic who was going into some sort of sugar shock.
And
you
look
don't
at
know
me.
that.
And look at me. And look at
you.
me.
Look at you.
So I have the eulogy as number 5. You're number 5, Eddie?
I have Scotty when he beams the whales aboard and goes, "There'd be whales here."
There'd be whales here. Oh, watch. I'm going to be cool. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, be cool.
Cody, you're number... Ooh, psych.
Oh,
I got Cody, didn't I? I got him. I was like, Cody, what's your number 5? Psych.
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 Wow.
Man. That was a shot. Oh, my number 4 was where Data had the emotion chip. in the
Oh,
Borg
yeah.
movie. I think it was. I thought that was great.
No,
humor.
he got it in Generations. When he first got it.
Generations. That was the only good thing about Generations was Data with the emotion chip. I thought that was fucking great. I thought that was funny as shit. I remember that when he's like panicking in the hallway, like when you turn off the emotion chip, like that was great humor. The only thing worth they could have done that with Jar Jar, something like that. It was proof you could have, and that was funny. But like the dumb comic relief was the best part of Generations. Usually that's the stuff you hate, right? In those kind of movies. But the comic relief of Data.
You don't think Kirk's death scene was great in that movie?
Oh,
it was fun.
It was fun. Did we do it? Did we make?
Did we make a difference? It was fun.
You're number 4?
I'm dying here under the weight of this fallen bridge. I'm crushed in an excruciating pain.
There's a giant styrofoam boulder on my stomach.
It was fun.
It was fun. I'm lying underneath the giant boulder.
Fuck. My number 4 is when you find out how he beat the test, the Kobayashi Maru test.
So great. So fucking great. I don't believe in a no-win situation.
Right.
Oh man. My number 3. What else could it be? But that was my number 3.
My number 3 is the most human.
I was like,
So,
here's what's more. Human. So great. My number 2.
then Scotty playing the bag. Did Scott play the bagpipes?
I think they were just playing.
Oh, in my memory, he's sitting there playing the bagpipes.
I think
with
it
a
was
kilt
just playing.
and then a hat on.
Maybe he was. That would have been funnier. Unintentionally funnier if they have Scotty. My number 2, I'm glad so many people had it. It was Spock doing the little the Vulcan fucking the Vulcan grip on the
pug rocker.
Bus.
I say,
great.
You.
Boom. That was so great. Your
Nice.
number 2?
My number 2 is when at the end, after they put all the shit back into Spock's head.
Yes.
At the end of A Voyage Home. No, at the end of Search for Spock.
Yep.
And then Kirk goes up to Spock and he's like, we were friends or something like that. And he's like, I forgot what Kirk says to him. He says like, is that you or something like that? And then Spock just gives him that little eye lift up. So you know, like Spock is in there.
Greatness.
Just like very subtle, but he's like, oh,
yep.
Spock is back.
That's great. My number 1, what else could it be? Just because of how cocky Shatner plays it when he is tricking Khan and lowering the Reliance shields.
Yeah.
Remember that? He's like, oh, coming right up, Khan. Like, I love that fucking scene so much. It's always been he's just such a cocky douchebag throughout that whole moment.
It'll be right there. And he has his glasses on. He's like, looking at the thing. He's
Oh,
like,
coming right up. Coming right up,
there.
Khan. Coming right up, Khan. Yeah. That was a great moment.
We're sending them now.
We're sending them down. They trick them to lower the shields. They fuck them up. That was great.
Yeah.
Oh
Great.
man,
Good stuff.
You're number 1, Eddie.
My number. I just had it in my head. What was my number 1? Ricardo Montalban.
Everything
the
about
end.
him.
No, well, everything about him. Even in the original Star Trek episode when he first appeared.
Oh yes, but you're
When he's-
talking about the Moby Dick speech.
The Moby Dick speech, but even like
I
the first
stab at thee.
the first appearance of Khan in the original series when they spray painted him brown.
Still great.
He is in brown face. That whole episode.
Brown face. The whole fucking thing.
It's
still great.
It's uncomfortable to watch how brown he is. But yeah,
tremendous.
the Moby Dick scene from Wrath of Khan.
Oh, so great. I spit at thee.
Admiral.
Next Ramble. Fucking top 5 WandaVision moments. How about that? Who is what would the great late great George Jones open, close, and encore with? I mean, what else do you need? And what Star Trek captain is going in the hat when they make the Hall of Fame? So there we go, Cody. If you don't mind rocking that music, and we can
got it,
say
man.
goodbye to the Lotties. There we go. And man, there we
Can I play this instead, real quick?
Let's go. You know, I love Cancun.
Sometimes unfortunately, I got 2 masks in my pocket. Sometimes you got to wear
We're
2,
gonna need
3, 4
4.
masks.
Does it, when you sit down, does it go away? When you stand up, is it dangerous? What a fucking. Oh, God.
All right, I'll play the real song.
Fucking
There we
Nimrod.
go. I love it. So, Cody, are you going to have to get NHL 21 now?
No, see, here's the thing. If I wait until 22, that'll be the first game that has the Kraken in it.
Ah,
And so you want to
wanna
have
wait.
access to Kraken, right?
Right.
You want everything.
You want to play the Kraken.
You
Yeah.
want it all.
Yeah.
So, Santos, you have to wait a little bit longer, pal. You have to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Find something else to do for the next year. Instead of fucking challenging me,
Oof. Oof.
podcast
Olive branch.
host.
It's an olive branch.
Oh,
and you just
olive
keep
branch.
throwing them back.
And Cody pulls a stick it up your ass. There it is.
Yeah, I'm swinging my fucking cane at him.
I can't believe both of you hadn't seen that fight.
Oh, I love it now. I'm going to watch it every
You're
day.
going to watch it again now. It's the funniest fucking thing. All right, well, there we go.
Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship. Fuck, man.
The
Amazing.
other guy's laying dead in the corner. He's like, sportsmanship.
Fuck, it's the greatest thing ever. Oh, shit. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Bam! Fuck Ted Cruz. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Take care, everyone.
Bye.